What is up guys, welcome back to another President Winter video, and in today's video we will be interviewing Global Warfare 3 players. Welcome back to episode 4 of interviewing Global Warfare 3 players. Momo, you can go ahead and introduce yourselves.
Hello, I'm Momo X Bamba, also known as Momo, and I was in Global Warfare 3.
Nice, alright. My first question to you today is, how did you first discover Global Warfare and what initially made you to participate in the event?
Yeah, so actually, I just started playing Rust around this time last year, so in 2024. And I had no idea how to play the game, so I was just on YouTube all the time looking at videos, and I came across Fancy Orbs videos. And I was like, oh, this is like cinema, like this is crazy. And it kind of opened my eyes to, there's more to the game than just the PvP and farming and all that kind of stuff. So I ended up, I think it was like February, I joined the Discord finally. And I was
Oh.
like, okay, there's an upcoming event, like they're doing another one this summer, like I'm totally gonna try to be a part of that. And yeah, I guess I got really lucky. I put in my application. I think it was the first day they announced the applications,
Hmm.
and I was accepted, and yeah, it
Okay.
that's pretty
Alright.
much it.
Okay, all right. Not the most interesting story, but it's a bit of a story.
No, definitely not. Yeah. Yeah, it was just out of random. I came across Fancy Orbs videos and then just kind of moved myself into
I
being more a part of it, I guess.
I kind of also had like a similar story, not a really fun, interesting story, but more of a boring side story.
Yeah.
All
What
right.
was your story? What was it very similar to that one?
Well, I kind of explained my story in the last episode.
Oh yeah. Okay, okay. I might have to go back and rewatch that.
Yeah. All right. And my second question for you today is: before the event, what did you imagine it would be like, and what was the biggest difference between your expectation and what happened in the event?
Um, ooh, it's a great question. I think like I was expecting it to be super for my group I was a part of, I was in the US,
Mm-hmm.
and we ended up taking over California. But
Oh.
I was expecting maybe a little bit more role play in my area. Like I had a restaurant and there were no other role play bases around me. And so I was kind of expecting more of I don't know, at least role play in that realm. But I ended up traveling around the different areas, and Canada was super cool. Um, so I think that was the biggest expectation that I had. There was a lot of PvPers, is what I'm getting at.
Mm.
A lot of PvPers. But overall, if you just kind of versed yourself and traveled to different areas, you could find the um role play, I guess.
Mm. Yeah, I mean, you had a pretty interesting restaurant, I would say. A pretty interesting one.
Oh yeah. Did you get a chance to check it out?
Unfortunately, not. I was all the way up in Canada. I was an illegal immigrant in Canada, if I would say so.
Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh, that's funny.
I did not
Yeah, it was
register.
really.
I did not register to become a citizen. I just kind of stayed there illegally. So
Oh, I heard there were some crazy repercussions if you never became a citizen in Canada and you lived there.
nobody really kind of. Well, I never had a home. I kind of just stayed with other people, so I didn't really need to apply for citizenship. Um, but yeah,
Okay, okay.
it was interesting.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, I also kind of traveled around the world, did fun things, went to Japan, Brazil, a lot of these countries, also to Africa as well.
Oh yeah. Did you end up seeing the tea plant?
No, I did not.
Oh my gosh, that was a magical experience.
Yeah, it was a pretty interesting experience, I would say.
Yeah.
All right, my third question for you today is: can you tell us a small story of something that happened in the event, like something interesting?
Oh man, there's so much that went on in a course of 3 days. Um, I guess something interesting that happened to me in the event, like that I just was not expecting. I ended up having like a bunch of terrorists that would come into like my restaurant
Uh,
and either like stab my customers or
oh.
like shoot up the restaurant. So that was kind of like I don't know. It was like very like cool in the sense of like the role play factor because there was a lot going on with like Egypt and like Ook
Mm.
at the time. I don't know if you were familiar with that. Um, I don't want to spoil too much, but yeah, so there was a lot of like beef going on and my
Mm.
customers kept getting like killed. But it was also like super memorable just because I had like a funny like interaction with like Egypt
Mm.
after that, after like they came to my restaurant for like 10 different times. And like it was really funny. They were trying to accuse me of like selling their meat and everything, like
Really?
just like a whole bag. Yeah. Yeah. I am a little guilty though. I did after they shot up my customers like a first few times, I
Oh my
did announce that I was
goodness!
selling their meat. Yeah, I did announce I was selling their meat. So that's kind of on me, but
Why?
yeah, it was just
You
yeah, it was just like
criminal!
silly interactions.
You scumbag! Oh my
I know,
goodness!
I'm terrible. I'm
You're
so terrible.
you're a little scumbag, let me tell you that.
Oh yes. I was it's funny because I was like a very nice player like throughout the entire event, but like also I had like my evil side, if I might say.
I mean that only just happens in America, you know? That really
Oh,
only happens.
100%. Yeah.
Yeah, that's America for you, you know? That's 100%
Oh,
America.
definitely. Exactly.
All right, and my fourth question for you today is: how was it playing against or with other players from around the world? And did you notice any interesting cultural differences or anything like that?
Oh my gosh. Honestly, it was like the coolest thing. Like that was like the thing I was most excited for about the event was just like meeting like different people. Especially from like just all around the world. I didn't really have interactions with people from like um I think there was like certain areas on like the global warfare map where like they all spoke different languages. So I didn't really have
Mm,
interactions with
yeah.
like people who spoke completely different languages outside of English. Um but I met a lot of people with like, significantly different accents than I guess I have.
Okay.
And like just like seeing like the different cultures, I guess, of like people from around the world like coming into like this one event all together. Like I think it's like super interesting, especially seeing like where people choose to live on the global warfare map. Like I noticed a lot of people who, I mean, maybe they're British. I don't know. I only have like the basis of, accents.
Mm.
But a lot of people who were like British were in Canada, and I just thought that was like super interesting and super cool that people were kind of like going outside their I guess like home countries.
Yeah, it was really interesting seeing a lot of people from around the globe participating in this one event. It was pretty awesome, I would say.
Yeah, I think they were saying there were a bunch of like groups, like German groups that were participating this year too, which is really
Mm.
cool. I think it's awesome that like, there's more people from different cultures being, like finding out about these videos and like involving themselves in them too. I think it's super
Yeah,
cool.
I really wish I met a Russian during the event. I really wish but
Oh yeah, they
unfortunately,
were the
uh,
was that the group that it was hard to like do the translations and everything for? Was it the Russian group?
I'm not sure, but I think so. I heard that China they had a meeting with Russia and things happened.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm excited to hear about all this lore from like the other countries because I only really know what happened in like the North America and like Mexico kind of area and like Brazil and all those, I guess North America, South America is all
Mm.
I really knew about.
To be honest, I really wish I met you during the event. I really wish so.
Oh, we would have vibed so hard, Winter.
100%.
Maybe next year. Maybe
Maybe
next year.
next year. 100%. Yeah. All right. Well, my fifth question for you today is: what was the most challenging aspect of the event, and For you, what was the hardest thing for you or your team?
Okay, so ooh, this one's actually kind of like crazy, but so our group, we were like our group's name was USA.
Mm-hmm.
Um and we ended up taking over like the California area. So we were completely separate from like Coconut Bees group, Ook, as well as Can America, which I think you know Redicus.
Mm,
Um I believe you interviewed him like first
yes, I
time. But
did.
yes. So we got super close with Redicus because we were like basically his next door neighbors, him and his group. But the downside was is only three of us in like our USA group had the VIP. So it was only
Uh,
like three of us that could consistently be online. Um, and that was like super, I don't know. It was hard because like some of us had to like work still and everything too, so maybe there would only be one of us online.
mm,
Um,
yeah.
and then we also had like people coming into queue and they actually did get into the game and like they had no idea what was going on in the storyline or anything. So it was like, I guess, kind of difficult to, make sure everyone was on the same page with the allies and everything. But yeah, so
Uh,
it just got a little bit messy. And then eventually we kept accidentally killing Can America, so we eventually merged our team UI with Can America. Like we were
so
still
so
living in
when
California.
okay, but when did Can America kind of came into like you guys' team and you guys became one team?
Um, I think it was after like I don't want to give away like too much lore, but it was after like a really big war event that involved every single country, if you know what I mean.
Uh,
Yeah. Um, yeah, it was like the day after that because everyone just kept killing each other and that wasn't the goal, obviously. So
mm,
we were like, okay, we only ever have like four or five people on at a time, so should probably merge team UIs and,
yeah.
kind of be all together.
You know,
But yeah, wa long-winded response, but yeah, eventually we merged team UIs because of our small group amount.
I really wish I started at the South African nation in Global Warfare 3, but I kind of was exploring and did not really know what's going on and things. So yeah,
Oh yeah.
so it was a bit of an experience for me, if I could say so.
Oh, 100%. Did you kind of just like bop around and just kind of do whatever you could while you were online?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
well. To be honest, I was actually online a lot. I would say I kind of have.
Oh yeah.
I actually really have times where, like, in my time zone when not a lot of people is online and I kind of get to roam around and things. So, yeah, that's that.
Dang, Winter, you should have came visit me.
At the time, I did not know about your
No,
restaurant
yeah.
and.
I forgive you. I forgive you.
All right. Well, my next question for you today is how crucial was teamwork and communication with your group during high stress situations?
Oh,
And can you give me an example?
yeah, it was really stressful at times in terms of communication. There were some times like where we all had like just no idea what was going on. And kind of just like, vibing, enjoying the event.
Mm-hmm.
Um, just because I think like we were a smaller group, so like we were um like we had the news to rely off of, and then also like whatever happened in like the what's it called? The UN meetings and all that.
Yeah.
So like we at least had like that kind of like understanding of what was going on, but I think when it came to our players that didn't have VIP who would log in randomly in the middle of the event, like it was very difficult with communication because some of them didn't even have mics
Yeah.
and they were kind of just like roaming around. Like we ended up having to kick one of them from the team because
Uh,
he was just like he was ruining our allies that we already pre-established. So yeah,
but
we ended up like kicking him. But
I mean, I do think there's a lot of things that could for better it. There's a lot of things that I think you should really keep up with the dates with your teammates with like your team's Discord server or whatever to You have to keep them updated, to be honest. I really
Oh,
do.
100%. Yeah, I think it was like the first day like we did like an announcement for like what our allies were and everything. Unfortunately, I don't think a lot of the people ended up like reading that, which, sucks, but
Mm.
obviously there's only so much you can do to try to get the message out.
Yeah, I mean, there's a few people that want me to make South Africa happen next year, or maybe the news next year, because Brolo is not gonna be here anymore.
You should go for it and do like, I don't know, like this interview stuff is really cool that you're doing. So I think like even like some sort of like spy work or like literally anything, like I think you could do really good at.
Yeah, and I'm starting to grow a fan base here, and hoping to maybe get into Global Warfare 4 and make a big thing happen.
Yeah, dude, fingers crossed.
Yeah,
I think with this being like I don't know if this was your first event. It
it
was your
was.
first event, right?
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so like it was my first event too, and like I'm already looking forward to like so many different ideas that I have in my head to like bring to the next global warfare, I guess. Um, so definitely like just keep brainstorming those.
Mm. Yeah, I mean, I don't really know what I'm going to do after the interviews. We are talking about a Vote for the King movie. Working on that. Uh,
Oh, really?
yeah, we are working on
Oh,
a
that'd be super cool.
Vote for the King movie. You can actually join the Discord server for that. Um, I kind of also created a large community over there for Vote for the King. We just kind of wait for Fancy to bring it up again, and then we'll start with it.
Oh, very nice. Very cool. Yeah, I might have to go check that out. I don't think I ever played the Vote for the King servers.
Me neither, but I kind of just made it a community into it because I think it would be very nice
Oh, that's awesome.
to make a movie for it.
Yeah, you'll have to send me you'll have to send me that information
Yeah, I will
to
100%
the
do so.
server.
All right. My next question for you is: how was the event? Did you encounter any issues with the server performance or lag?
Absolutely not. I think like, well, at least for me personally, I mean, I didn't really like, I don't know, like I attempted to PvP sometimes, but like I suck at PvP. So, I didn't personally notice any issues. I think like Fancy and his team did like an amazing job with like the event
Mm.
this year. I don't know obviously how it was like in previous years, but it seems like there were some like server issues. But I think it went really well. I think it's kind of valid having, like the three building limit that they had this year. Just to like, I don't know, be able to have more cinema moments without, people crashing and
Yeah,
all
but
that kind of stuff.
I mean, the Germans wanted to build an autobahn. They really wanted to, but unfortunately they couldn't.
Oh yeah. Oh man, yeah. I know it's like some people like did like there was what was it? The Rustanic. Someone built a Rustanic and they ended up having to delete it, but like people got to at least
Oh,
see it, which I thought that was cool that they like allowed people to kind of just like check it out
yeah.
and everything. Um, but yeah, like personally, no issues or anything. My employee at my Burger Queen, he actually to help reduce server lag, he would cut up people's bodies and he mounted them on our wall. So that's like another little
What?
shout out running hatchet. But yeah, so maybe he, you know, supported that movement to prevent like any issues or anything.
Is Burger Queen murderers all of a sudden? Is that so?
Honestly, like it didn't start off that way, but like it kind of evolved into that a little bit. I'm not gonna lie.
My goodness, Burger Queen has
Yeah.
some blood on your hands. You guys really have some
Oh
blood on.
yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Did
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, it was in America. Like things were getting pretty
of
chaotic over there.
course.
So, had to match the chaos.
Of course, of course. Yeah, do you think Redicus will become president again? Do you think so?
know. I'm actually like interested in seeing how that's gonna be next year with like Coco talking about doing like being part of the UN and everything. And like kind of leaving the United States. I think it would be interesting to see what's going to happen with like I guess the United States lore next year. He definitely obviously has the ability to. I'm curious if like more people are gonna try to run, um, or what's that, or like what that's gonna look like, I guess. So I don't know. I think he does have potential though. I loved Redicus. Like I still, I still think about like just the moments that I've had with Redicus like in the event. He's such an awesome dude.
Oh my goodness. A funny thing that happened during the event for me was I was traveling from Canada to the United States to go and see what is happening, yeah. And then I stumble upon Coconut B all of a sudden, him with another leader from another nation. They were talking in secretly, nobody was supposed to know it. And then he told the other leader, no, he wants the whole entirety of Australia wiped out. He wants Australia gone. And so
You
I,
know, I did hear some beef about Coco with Australia. I did hear about that.
yeah, so there is the thing that's confirmed that happened. That's confirmed.
Oh, wow. That's so crazy. It's so interesting learning about like the lore that happens like after the fact.
Yeah, I really hope Global Warfare is gonna be. I hope it's going to be better than this one, 100%.
Yeah, I think they did a really good job overall. Like definitely Fancy's gonna like turn this into cinema and everything. Um but obviously as any event goes, like outside of Fancies too, I think there's always room for some improvements.
Yeah. All right. My next question for you is: what was the most rewarding part of participating in Global Warfare 3?
Most rewarding part of participating in it?
Mm-hmm.
Um Honestly, I gotta say, like, all the people I met, like, I wasn't expecting to meet so many people, to be honest. Like, I thought I was just gonna be running, like, a restaurant and it was just gonna be sitting there, like, no, like, interactions or anything. But, like, I met so many people, like, just from, like, around the world and, like, in real life.
Mm,
Um, so I think, like, the community aspect was the most rewarding. Just, and, like, some people I'm even, like, still friends with to this day, like my group that I played with, like we still reach out to each other to do wipes and everything. So it was like amazing in the sense that like I built more of a community online than what I had before, and I think it's really cool.
okay. Yeah. I mean, that's the thing about Global Warfare. You kind of meet other people from around the globe, and you kind of become friends.
Hmm.
That's kind of the thing.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's super cool. Like I didn't expect to meet like so many different people that I like still end up talking to this day. So I just think it's awesome. And that was probably like my most rewarding thing that I got out of the experience.
Yeah, I mean, I really wish I could have made like a storyline kind of like you did, like you made a whole entire video of like how your story was. I really wish I could do something like that.
Oh yeah, well there's always next year. But yeah, like I don't know, I like kind of came up with like a initial storyline, like just kind of like, okay, I'm gonna be, you know, a naked that just looks for the American dream. And I just kind of like built the story like as I kept going in the event. Cause I obviously didn't want to have any concrete plans
Yeah.
because, you know, anything can happen in global warfare. But yeah, like even just starting out with like an initial storyline that you want to like begin and then just like letting it naturally flow as the event goes on. Like, I think that's always a good idea.
Yeah, I mean, even if Ridicus does not want to run America next year, we could maybe make a country together, me and him. That would be very awesome.
Oh, dude, that'd be low key, not gonna lie. I had thoughts of turning like Florida into its own country. Like I,
Really?
yeah, yeah. I've been like yeah, I don't know, just crazy like goofy ideas that have just come across my head. Um but yeah, like I'm honestly like open to like literally anything for next year. I think it'll be really interesting.
I mean,
what ends up coming out of it.
you know the two politicians coming together, me and Ridicus, we come together, make a country, make it big.
I think that would be so cool. Like just like your own like random country. Turn like Hawaii into a country.
That would actually be pretty
That would
cool.
be really funny.
Funny
Yeah,
story.
that'd be so cool.
Redicus was kidnapped in Hawaii because he Coconut kidnapped him in Hawaii.
Yes, I was there with the team that attempted to rescue him. Like
Really?
emphasis on attempted. Yeah. So like we like drove out there in a boat in like all blackout kits looking badass and everything.
Oh my
Um
goodness.
but the people that had the boom to like get him out of jail uh weren't booming like the right spot, I guess.
Mm.
And I was just kind of sitting outside like just shooting whatever I could see like just I don't know, attempting to PvP. But yeah, so like then Coco ended up coming out and just murdering us all like
Oh
because we
my.
like failed at trying to rescue Redicus. It was really funny, not gonna lie.
Yeah, he was kidnapped and held hostage by Coconut. That was pretty funny
Yeah.
when I heard the story.
Yeah, and
Yeah, it was honestly pretty funny to hear, I would say.
oh yeah, especially like him and Coco going at each other. I think like Redicus had like a bone knife or something he was saying. And then
Yeah.
like Coco just killed him and then like just started like just literally shooting every single person.
Yeah. All right. My next question for you is looking back, if you could change one thing about your entire experience in the event, what would that be?
Honestly, like I love my team to death. Like I said, I still play wipes with them to this day, but like I think maybe going into the event without a predetermined team, like again, no regrets. I love my team. But I think like going forward, going into the event without a predetermined team, would have probably helped with more of like the role play, I guess, side of
Mm,
things. Just because like I said, my restaurant was like the only role play base in like the area. So like I had to go to like
yeah.
what was it? Like Canada to like go check out other role play bases. So I think like just maybe taking things or I guess taking the event as it goes kind of thing to determine where I want to live, what I want to do and
Yeah.
everything. I think that can be super helpful because I put myself in the position of already being on a team like 2 months before the event. And like I'm
Mm,
just a very
yeah.
loyal person. So like I didn't even think about like leaving the team or anything. Um but yeah, so if you're looking to role play, I think definitely like,
Oh
you
my
know,
goodness. I was such a big role
not setting
player.
yourself up.
I,
Yeah.
I'm
Like if
more of
you're a
a
PvPer, it makes sense.
yeah, I'm more of a role player than a PvPer or a farmer. It's it's just my
Yeah.
blood. It really is.
Yeah, it was like the beginning of the event. I like started farming for like the main base. Which
Yeah.
like was fine. Like I'm just even when I play like actual wipes, I'm a farmer. Just because again I suck at PvP. But like I started farming and I was like 2 hours in and I was still farming, but I was like, I want to start building like my roleplay base. And
Yeah.
once I built my roleplay base, I literally never went into our main base ever.
Oh my goodness.
So yeah, like I contributed and everything, but definitely if you're just trying to roleplay, like I don't know, you know, joining teams early is maybe more of a PvPer kind of thing, in my
Mm.
opinion.
So, okay, my next question for you is, if you could choose anybody to be on the President Winter podcast, who would you choose to be like?
I'm trying to think of like diversifying like from different countries.
Because
I would say someone from Mexico would be really cool. Uh,
wow, okay.
yes. So I actually had a really close love Mexico. Uh, I had a really close relationship in the beginning of my story with Mexico in my restaurant. Um, and like I think it would be interesting to hear about their experience in global warfare because I know they were like teetering the line between allying with like Coco and then allying with like other countries,
Mm,
but they were also to stay neutral at some point. So I think it would be interesting to learn about Mexico's experience in the story.
I'm glad you brought up Mexico because I really thought Mexico and Brazil was going to have a big battle between them. I'm not sure
I
if it
thought so too,
happened.
yeah.
I'm not sure if it happened because I wasn't there, so I'm not sure if it happened. But we'll see in the final movie, if I could say so.
Yeah, I believe to my knowledge they were attempted to be raided by Brazil. I don't know like the outcome of it or anything. Um, but yeah, there was definitely some Brazil and Mexico drama at one point.
Yeah, because the beef was pretty real in Global Warfare 2. It was pretty real.
Oh yeah, 100%. And also like in Global Warfare 3, like Mexico ended up getting nuked. So I think like having that nuke perspective is also
Yeah,
interesting.
totally. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, my next question for you is, if you could, well, what is the most important piece of advice you would give to a new player or somebody trying to apply for the next Global Warfare? What advice would you give them?
I would say, like not to be mean or anything, but like, there's like people who like fangirl or fanboy like in these events because of like, the streamers and YouTubers that are a part of them.
Yeah.
I would say definitely like obviously it's cool, to see people you look up to and everything and people's videos you watch. But something I noticed was, that kind of interest ruining role play interactions. Like I saw it once, like in my restaurant when Coconut B came in for like campaigning. Um, kid came in and like kind of ruined the interaction a little bit. So
Really?
I would just say like, yeah, yeah.
How
Um,
nice?
I,
How nice is it
yeah,
to
like
have
I think
the
it sounded like a younger kid and he was obviously a fan of Coco, so like I totally get where he was coming from. But like
mm,
definitely like if you're gonna just fangirl and fanboy and like follow people around, like don't even bother being a part of the event because
mm,
it just kind of like annoys everybody and
yeah.
like if you want to be a part of the event, be there for the role play and like meeting new people, not just following around streamers and YouTubers, I guess.
Yeah. Well, there's so how nice is it to have the president of the United States in your shop? It's very nice.
Oh, it was shocking, honestly, because like I said, I don't really know Coco like that. Like I obviously heard of him through like previous global warfares, but I've never like watched his like YouTube or Twitch or whatever. Um, So like seeing like a content creator come in like something I built was like super cool and rewarding, obviously. Um,
Mm.
but yeah, it was definitely like a feel good experience. But like obviously, I kept my cool and I was like being a human being about it.
Yeah. Do you have like connections to like big people in like the Rust community, if I could say so?
Honestly, no, I do not. Like I just like I said, I started playing this time last year. I just started like kind of involving myself more in like um Discords and stuff. Like I didn't even really go on Discord that much before.
Yeah.
So like I think the most like interaction I've had with someone who is a bigger creator is Fancy like in his Discord. Like occasionally like he'll respond to people. Um,
One hundred
but
percent.
outside of that, like I don't really know anybody like that I could say I play with or anything.
Yeah, me and one of his chat helpers, we kind of decided to send him a anime game because we know he loves playing those games.
Oh yeah.
And then he got a bit of mad at me, so
He'll get over it.
yeah,
It's Fancy.
it really is. Yeah, I'm always shocked when you talk to Fancy a lot. I'm really shocked about it always.
Oh, to be honest, like I also like just troll a lot. So like a lot of the things I say, like in that Discord, if you ever see it, like take it with a grain of salt. Like I'm not actually like 70 years old, obviously. I just call myself a grandma. Um,
Like
but yeah, I'm just kind of like I'm a rage baiter, if that makes sense. I'll fully admit to it. Sometimes I go a little too far, but you know, part of my nature. I've
where
been playing Call of Duty since 2013.
I see. Where did the
Yeah.
grandma Momo thing become a thing? When and why?
Honestly, I have no idea. It's definitely something with Senorita Hamster, because honestly, I just yap. Like, obviously, I'm sure you've known. I yap so much in that Discord. Um, I think it was just like a random, like we were bullying Fancy a little bit about like his age, and then Grandpa Orb came up, and then like I think Senorita and I like just owned to being grandmas. Like we were like, yeah, we're grandmas. And I think that's just where it came from. But yeah,
Yeah.
honestly, I have no idea. Like I said, I yap so much that I have no idea what I say majority of the time.
You know, I really want to have Fancy Orb on the President Winter show. That would be very nice.
That would be super cool. I think it would be interesting to hear about like, his like obviously it takes him a while to make these videos because like he makes them pure cinema. I think it would be interesting to learn about like his process and like what he's thinking about when he's making the videos and everything, just because he's obviously really good at it. And having that perspective of someone who puts these events together,
Yeah,
I think can be super cool.
I had B George before on the show. It was very nice to hear his.
Oh, I love B George. He's such a cool dude.
Have you watched the
I call
episode?
him B Man. Yes, I did.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun interviewing him. I really enjoyed
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, he's a really cool dude.
I really hope I can interview somebody like B George again. That was a lot of fun, I would say.
Yeah, fingers crossed for you. I know you've wanted to. Have you had any luck with reaching out to Brawlo?
No, no.
No, dang. I mean, I guess kind of suspect or like expected. He's a pretty big content creator.
Yeah, I mean, I wonder who would I, the next content creator or somebody who I would interview next. I don't know who, but hopefully somebody not
Yeah, I don't know.
somebody pretty big and somebody that played a big role in global warfare.
Yeah, I would say just people that like I mean, if you're interested in interviewing Mexico, not to name drop or anything, but like people I do remember was um Griff was in Mexico, Becca, um
I don't know
oh my gosh, there's
why.
this one girl that I was absolutely obsessed with who I can't remember her name.
Yeah, I really
But
want
yeah.
to interview the president of Mexico. I really want to.
Oh, Carnage.
Yeah, I really want to interview him as well.
Yeah, I think Griff was his I believe, I could be wrong. I think Griff was also like his right hand man. So even if you can't interview Carnage, like maybe if Griff is willing to, he might be a good option too. Because I'm
Could,
sure he knew what was going on all the time.
could you maybe ask her if you can reach out to Carnage?
I can. I can't guarantee that I'm gonna, you know, get a response. I know Griff is in Fancy's Discord. I don't know if you want to maybe like
Uh,
DM him on there.
I could. Uh,
Okay.
all right.
Yeah,
Well,
I don't really like know all of them like that.
mm, all right. Well, my next question for you is, what is the most important advice you would give to somebody applying or trying to get into global warfare? Oh, did I already ask that question?
Oh, I think so. Yes.
Oh my goodness, my
I think
bad.
that's the one where I was like, oh, you're fine. I
Oh,
think that was the one where I was like,
my
don't be
bad.
like a fangirl.
Yeah. Well, all right. Well, I just want to say thank you so much for coming out here, Momo. It was nice talking to you and getting your point of view of the event. And is there
Yeah,
anybody that
thanks,
you would
Peter.
like to say thank you for helping you in the event or anything?
Shout out as always to Fancy and his team. Super great event. Shout out Mexico. Shout out Can America. Shout out Canada. Um, yeah, I guess I don't know. Shout out to everyone for a super amazing event.
Alright, well, as always, guys, we will see you guys next time in the next one. Peace!